Hi, here I am again. It's been a while. Last time we talked, I was getting ready to go to a funeral or a memorial service, and I was going to be gone around a week. Well, that all went fine, and I had a wonderful visit with my brother. And what happened? Oh, I ended up getting sick, and I am just now getting over it. I still have a cough, and oh my goodness, the phlegm is just unreal. So that's why I haven't been on. I have not, I just have not been feeling well. And I didn't want to get on here when I started feeling a little bit better and cough all the way through it. So anyway, here I am. I am back. It is, what day is it? It is day 77 of my carnivore life. Well, let me tell you, you go on these videos of everybody talking about the lifestyle and how great it is, and um, they don't have any problem. Oh my gosh, it's just wonderful. And uh, I'm going to be blatantly honest with this because I don't think I'm alone. Don't think I'm alone. I was not good on my trip, and I haven't been great since I have returned. So I need you guys. Again, I have not been as good because I've not been as accountable, I think. And, I thought I don't have to tell you that I've not stayed uh, strict carnivore. I could tell you whatever I want to tell you. You don't know. You're not here with me. But that takes away the accountability from me. And I'm not a liar. So I'm just going to be honest with you. What did I do? When I went on the trip, I was fairly good, and it wasn't even pressure from anyone. Um, I stayed with my brother and his wife. Wonderful, wonderful people. And they're the most giving people I think I know. I think that's true. I think they're very, very giving. I know my sister-in-law, she's such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. She She's, I just love her to pieces. I do. And she has lots and lots of health problems. And they have been not carnivore. They have been keto for several years. But I don't think they're strict keto. Um, I think they're mostly keto, but they're not strict. Anyway, so I didn't have any pressure from anyone to eat anything. But my failure was I ate baked potatoes. I'm trying to think what else I might have had. I think that's it. Baked potatoes with my steak. I had steak every time, every meal, except for breakfast, and of course, and I wasn't on the fast. I did not fast when I was with them. Uh, but I had bacon and eggs. Actually, changed that. I wasn't bacon and eggs. I had uh, cheese omelet. That's what we had. Cheese omelet. And for breakfast one day, I mean, we didn't eat breakfast very often. And then um, we normally, come to think of it, we normally ate about once a day. Yeah, I think we did. And then um, we would go to steakhouses or something. And so I had the option of being good. It was totally me. It was no pressure, no anything other than I'm just going to do it, and I did, and I paid for it. I didn't gain That is amazing. I did not gain, but I definitely didn't lose. Um, and I wonder if part of that, me getting sick, I don't know, but if it would have affected my immune system or something, I don't know, by switching one to the other. But no one was sick around me that I know of, but I sure ended up not well. It was just me. My husband didn't get it, but I'm almost over it. And then we got home, and it took me a day, I think, and I got back on carnivore until I got really sick. When I started getting really, really sick, I just wanted to eat something, and I I am the cook in my house. My husband doesn't cook. So if we're going to have food, I have to be the one to do it, even if I'm sick, unless he decides to order out or something. And he's not going to make that decision when I'm sick. No, when I'm capable of making the decision, I guess. Um, so if we're going to eat, have to make decide, am I going to get up and cook? Am I going to order out? Well, in our small town, there's not a lot of options, and financially, I really couldn't go with steaks and stuff. However, I know you can get hamburger patties and just eat the hamburger patties. And most of the time, that's what I've done this last week. What I did here a couple of weeks ago, before we went to uh, that memorial service and went out of town, I bought one of those big packages I've already made hamburger patties from Sam's, and it's in the frozen department, and I've been eating that for the majority of the time. But there's been a couple of times that I didn't, and the worst, one of the worst things that I did during this time, and it was only a couple of days ago, is I got us ice cream. Yeah, I had a I had a brownie sundae. Well, that did not help matters at all. However, I didn't gain it back. During the time while I have been um, home, I did lose some more on the carnivore. I I lost a total of, not new, but a total all for the whole time of 20 pounds, which the most I had been to before was 18, which I know that's not a lot of difference, but still. Anyway, so since the ice cream, and I think we had pizza, um, I have gained it back. So back on carnivore today. But the reason I'm telling all this is for accountability for myself, but it's also for, maybe there's somebody out there who thinks, oh, I try this, and I can't do it. It's so hard. Look at all these people. They talk about how wonderful it is, and the cravings go away, blah, blah, blah. I'm just being real. You're not always gonna want to eat carnivore. Now, I'm probably doing something wrong, or I wouldn't. When I started this, I ate more butter, and I really think the butter could honestly be the key, because I'm thinking about it now. The last few carnivore meals that I had did not have a lot of butter in them, if any. They were cooked in butter. I'm sure I cooked it in butter. It would have just been hamburger patties with cheese. That's been my staple. Nothing else, just hamburger patties and cheese. Oh, I did put some mustard on them a couple of days. Uh, but you need variety. I really think that's important. And don't let yourself get too hungry before you eat. That's another problem that I have done. Um, you know, because I do the 23-hour. And if I go too long past that 23 hours, hang on, my dog is barking at something. Let me go check it out. I don't know what she was barking at, so I just got her in here. And I'm sorry for the interruption. One more time. Boy, I had a coughing fit, and I could not put that on video. But back to the topic. Um, I just want people to know that you're not a failure, and there are people out there like me that can't always be 100% carnivore. And you know, I say I'm on day 77. Well, I can't say 77 perfect because there's many days now that I have not stayed carnivore, but it is my new lifestyle. And back to carnivore I go. And I recommend it for everyone. I feel so bad. I have a client came in yesterday uh, to pick up a dress, a prom dress, and the mother was sick. She couldn't come, and the grandmother showed up with a little bit later, and I found out that my client has lupus and has only been diagnosed I think a couple of months ago. That she'd been sick for a long time, but they just now diagnosed what it was. And I highly recommended the carnivore lifestyle to them. And I said, check it out with Dr. Ken Berry. And the grandmother says, I just listened to him a couple of weeks ago and then started listening to others and others. And I think she herself is interested in trying that. But I really, really wish the mother would, I mean, the mother of the prom dress girl. Anyway, back to me and my lifestyle. I am still carnivore. I'm going to claim it. I am. I'm not going to be perfect, and I'm not going to beat myself up. I beat myself up over it the very first time that I had something I wasn't supposed to, and if you saw that, I even cried because I let everyone else down. But I want you to know it'll happen. These things happen. And it doesn't mean you failed it. It just means another step. You just got to go on. I try to learn from what I do. All my mistakes. My gosh, you'd think I'd be really smart, wouldn't you? Because I make lots of mistakes. Um, the fat. It is the fat. You've got to get the fat in. That is where I see the maybe the problem with the hunger and even the cravings. And you know what? It's funny. I don't know that I've had real cravings. Yes, I guess I have. I've wanted something sweet. Gosh, guys, is there something sweet in carnivore? And I guess I need to try the brown butter bites. They say they're like eating caramel. I'm just not crazy over the butter yet. Just not crazy over it. I do like I like to have uh, bites of butter with my meat. I think it is so good. I do like that. Makes it moister, you know. Um, so I do like that. So anyway, if you know of something that a person can have, I wonder on the ketovore what there is because I know there are little snacks, but if you, that you can kind of go crazy with them, and that's my fears. I'm a I have an addictive personality, and I'm a binge eater if I'm not careful. I've been known to do that for sure, and I'll be honest, I've been a closet eater. When I can eat. I would eat when people weren't around, but I wouldn't eat much when people were around. I call that a closet eater. But I don't do that so much anymore. I don't. Um, but I've not been accountable, so I am back, and I'm here to be accountable. I am going to have surgery in a week. A week from today, I will be having surgery on my back, my lower back, and I know there's some people out there that don't want me to do it, but I'm going. That is the decision that I have made, and I am going to do that. I am looking forward to being able to walk and stand for more than 5 minutes. I'm I know I'm 66, but that's not so old that I can't be out there walking. That's crazy. So, is there anything else anybody would be interested in knowing today? Like I said, carnivore is wonderful. It really is. It makes me feel better. And I have noticed uh, a lot of the difference in not eating carnivore and when I do eat carnivore, the clarity of mind. It, it's it's so interesting how quickly it'll go away when you're not eating carnivore, and how quickly you can feel blah. Do you ever do that? You don't know what's wrong with you, but you're just blah. You don't want to do nothing. But you know what was funny? When I was strictly back on carnivore, even though I was sick, I had energy. I wanted to do all this. I wanted to do spring cleaning, and I couldn't because I was so sick. But I was sitting in a recliner, and I was looking around my living room and thinking, "Oh my gosh, I want to do this and I want to do that." I want, and it was stuff that I would never want to do to begin with, but it's just like, oh, I want to do it. And to me, it reminded me, and I told Auntie this. I said, it's just like dieting. When you're not dieting, you're okay with passing some stuff up. It don't bother you or whatever. But when you're dieting, you're like, oh, I want that. I want this. I want that. So here I was sick, but I had energy. So I couldn't do it, but I wanted to do it. And to me, that reminded me of being on a diet. So I cannot wait to this cold or whatever this is goes away, and I can be clear from the congestion and everything, and then uh, be carnivore and have some energy and clarity, and maybe not just want to do things, but maybe do them. I know I can't do some of them because of my back. I mean, I'm thinking I need to wash these walls down and take those curtains down, clean those windows. I mean, it's spring cleaning, and I know I can't do that. I mean, I try just vacuuming uh, the upholstery of my couch. I can't do it. It hurts so bad, so I just can't do it. So I'm looking forward to being able to do things like that. Anyway, the carnivore, it gives you energy and makes you want to do stuff. And it's so funny because it's all natural. It's just natural food. It's so amazing what God has done with the food that He has provided for us. If man would just leave it alone, quit altering everything. I don't know. So anyway, I want to get back to the carnivore, get back to the feeling healthy again from the cold, and get this back surgery over, and look forward to uh, a more adventurous life, maybe. I don't know if that'd be the word, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm sorry I've been gone so long. I'll really try harder to get on here daily and let you know how life is going for me. You may not be interested at all. Well, of course, if you're not interested, you're not watching my videos, so that's okay. If you are, I have a very small little audience, and if I don't stay on here, I'll lose you. And I don't want to do that because I enjoy you so much, and I totally enjoy your comments, even if it doesn't agree with mine, my opinion of different things like my surgery. But if you are carnivore, maybe you have some tips for me. I think it's Kristen. You've been doing this probably a lot more faithful longer than I, but I think I've been doing it just a day or two longer than you in total. So you probably have some ideas that you could share with me with what you do to keep from going off of carnivore for any reason. I mean, just any reason. It doesn't take much for me, evidently, the last few days to go off. But it could be because I don't feel well. I don't know. You just let me know what you think. And I am back, and I'm going to do my best to be on here more often. And for those of you that come on and watch Mrs. B and Auntie reactions and stuff, um, did you like our conspiracy theory video? And if you don't do that, if you did, please say so below. And um, if you haven't watched the Mrs. and oh, I can't even say it, Mrs. B and Auntie conspiracy theory video, you should go watch it. Let me see if I can find it here. Um, I am. Oh my gosh, I'm not good at this stuff. It's been what 2 or 3 weeks since we did that, and the older some of them get with few views, they don't get recommended very much. It is called Conspiracy Theory Exposed by Mrs. B and Auntie. I'll try and put a link to it down here. We're just acting silly, but I want to know what you think. And also, we want to see your tinfoil hats. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow. Bye bye.